So today's Valentine's Day. Yay.
Yay.
And
Also,
I thought
Lupercalia. Well, Lupercalia was just in the early spring for the Romans, but we've conflated Lupercalia and Valentine's Day. So also happy Lupercalia.
thank you. So I decided what better way to celebrate Lupercabro
Lupercalia.
with than with a video from Sam Hyde and who is this? Sam Hyde and Myron Gaines. It says it right in the title. Women are like horses from Sam Hyde and Myron Gaines. Break women, dating, and red pill reality.
I
think this is going to be fun.
Mm.
But I think they have good opinions that we should consider.
Okay.
I think this is a good start.
Smart guys like don't understand it, and like with women, right? Like I you know, this is actually why I want.
Oh, we didn't get your headphones plugged. Oh, well, right, we gotta do the thing.
We gotta do the thing.
Is it still plugged in?
I don't know. I haven't touched it, so probably.
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Goober. Gotta have your headphones plugged in.
Bruh.
Give. We plug in. Okay. We're golden.
Okay.
I've been watching so much Northern Lion. I love the way
smart guys like don't understand it, and like with women, right? Like I you know
that is very quiet in my opinion. Is it quiet to you?
Mine's pretty loud.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's my headphones. Then hold on. Want to turn it down a little bit?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Smart guys like don't understand it, and like with women, right? Like I you know, this is actually why I went viral. Literally for this, I said if a woman flakes on a date, you need to punish that bad behavior. You know, and then it went on The View, went viral. Like, oh, are we supposed to be like animals or whatever? But yeah, kind of, yeah. Because the thing with women is like they never get disciplined for their bad behavior, especially from men. So like if you don't tell her like kick her out the house or give her some negative reinforcement to her bad behavior, you have to treat them like dogs. I hate.
You don't have to pause whenever I make that hand gesture. Okay. That's not me trying to tell you to pause. That's just me. That I'm just literally reacting in the moment. And one of the ways I do that is with hand gestures.
It just looked like you had things to say.
I'm afraid that I'm trying to like save up things to say so that we can pause less and get through it faster because they're so stupid already. They're so dumb. Like this is just stupid. It is, because what do you mean women aren't punished for their bad behavior? Anything a woman could breathe and someone would be like, oh, she did something wrong.
Nothing bad has ever happened to women.
Okay,
I think you made that up.
Okay, sure. We can roll with that.
I think I'm the one who's suffering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Say it like that, but that is the reality. That's the only thing they respond well to because they get their asses kissed all the time by men. So no, I have to be the asshole to tell you, yeah, get the out of here. Or no, that's not how we do things. Or you have to check her immediately on that behavior. And this is where we are because of Instagram, social media, dating apps, and all these other simps who literally will tell women, never tell women no. So when you come in and you're like, yeah, that's not how we do things,
that's
or that was stupid
issue.
Or whatever, it's like they respect you, like, oh my God, a guy that's not blowing smoke up my.
That's not women's fault. That's a skill issue. Like simps who never tell women no. That's a skill issue on men's part. That's not a women's fault. Like because they have to treat women like dogs, or else like what? Like they'll like you'll be a simp, I guess. I don't know. Like there's a lot of space in between treating women like dogs and being a simp, you know?
It's just like, dude. Oh my God. I'm only half processing everything he's saying right now. But yeah, these guys are just stupid. They're dumb.
How are we doing, chat? Yeah, presenting such a stark false dichotomy. I know, it's like, yeah, I don't think that you should simp for women, sure. Unless you know it, like if you simp for women, that's like a skill issue. Some guys like simping for women. The chase is the fun part. That's just the case for a lot of guys. Like the chase is the fun part. You know, they like it when women are a little dodgy. They like it. They like being worshipped. There's some women that like being simped over, you know? I think that's fine. And some guys like simping, you know? They were built for each other. Simps and women who love it when people simp for them. It's always the unattractive, closeted DL-looking mofos that always want to denigrate women and destroy the fabric of relationships with ways that are in conjunction with cavemen. Shake my head. Not mutual respect without aggression is how you should live. Some people just don't know how to act towards their partner after the first few days. Sorry, I don't have much of a response. I'm just tired. We're supposed to play Hades after this, though, so I need to stay awake. It's been a long week. I still have to do clinical stuff. So that'll be fun tomorrow. I'll feel like doing it tomorrow for sure. I know that for a fact that I will feel like doing my homework tomorrow. That's when I'll do it because I'll feel like doing it for sure. That's how that works.
Yeah, that's definitely how your neurodiversity works.
Yeah. See, you get it.
Right.
Oh yeah, he's being real.
I like that. Yeah, that's not how we do things.
Yeah, like
that's a good line right there.
All the time,
yeah, that's
dude.
not how we do things.
The problem is that guys look at women as equals. When you look at them as equals, what ends up happening is you
Death sentence.
naturally
That's
pedestalize
the
them, and then
problem.
they think that they're better than you. And when you pedestalize, what does she do? She looks down on you. Guys that do the best with women are guys that like don't respect their opinions and don't take them seriously because
That's
that
true in my
signifies higher status,
experience.
higher value, and we know this here.
Katie loves it when I don't respect anything she has to say. Right, babe?
I could kill you right
Right, babe? Wait, why am I asking your opinion?
Yeah, I'm sure that's what everyone's wondering.
Silence. We got a long way to go. We're making progress, though, I promise.
Women don't respond well to equality.
Sorry.
That's why egalitarianism, feminism, it's all
Very
it's all
stupid.
Jewish constructs. It's all doesn't make sense.
It's inversion, really.
yeah.
it's like
it
literal
doesn't
inversion.
work.
I like when they call office jobs Jewish daycare.
That's hilarious. Yeah,
That's very
that is
funny.
good.
Yeah, they are.
But just you think about the
are.
women, they go to the office.
Oh, yeah, he's a Nazi, by the way.
I
Just
was about
so
to
everybody
say-
knows, Sam Hyde is, like, unironically self-proclaimed a Nazi. He can call it irony all he wants. Who was it? iDubbbz made a very good video about him where he goes into meta irony, which is what level he's on, where you literally cannot tell when he's being serious and when he's not. So it's fine if you take everything he says completely seriously or not seriously. It doesn't matter.
They're doing
don't
a
know.
non-job. They're doing some email thing.
So yes, I think
and
he's
they're
a
doing
Nazi.
it with like beanbag chairs and like all the drinks that they.
And
He's
doing
not-
stupid
not
TikTok
enough.
videos.
Yeah, you get to make you can make
You
a
know?
TikTok yourself making your flavored water.
You know, 5'6" with an attitude. 5'6" with an attitude. Like what?
Great.
I would say look at a church. Like instead of moving to a high target or a target rich area or thinking that you need to
They're rich off
accumulate
of this, you know, like-
prerequisites. In my old parish, I saw 4 marriages happen in
They
the
get
like
paid
the
for
1 to
this.
2 years that I went there, 2 years or so. And I, to a point where the ones that were already married where I went there and met them, I thought that they were married first and then both decided to start going to this mass community. And because they were perfect for each other. So it's like, obviously you found each other some perfect way. You worked at the same place. It's like they met there. And these are guys that are like, sorry, Nick, but these women are completely out of their league for real. And they love them, and it's like, it's genuine, and they're actually sweet and wholesome. And yeah, and there's a high incentive, you know, in the Catholic Church, there's no divorce. So they know what they're getting into.
Oh, that's
And
not true
any
at
sort
all.
of like disposition
That's not true at all. Hell no.
No,
No. No.
divorce is not encouraged in Catholicism, but it's also not encouraged in pretty much every branch of Christianity.
Dog, 50%,
Like,
like 50% of all couples get divorced, or like 40% or something. Like it's close to half.
yeah,
You know, like it happens a lot. I guarantee there's some Catholics in there, and they're still Catholics, and they have not been excommunicated because divorce is very, very common.
yeah. And I know for a fact that it's something that is still done even within the Catholic Church because I have a friend who was Catholic, meaning her parents are Catholic, and they got divorced. So, meh.
that they lean towards a fallen state of like wanting to cheat or be shitty or leave or be duplicitous as a woman or whatever it is. Like you're constantly
men never
checking
do.
internally
Men never
these
do.
sort of like the draws to those things. So it seems to have everything one would need. Because imagine going to a bar and trying to find like a single woman to be impossible. Or like where would you go? The gym?
Like, I do think religious institutions can
Skill
absolutely play a
issue.
role in you finding a girl, but they can also be dangerous too because, you know, there's a lot of girls that like, oh yeah, I found Jesus now after being a whore.
Well, it depends on the
you gotta
denomination.
I always tell
Where
guys
did
like
this
date a girl
come
for like
from?
6 months to a year and like fully vet her, do the whole facts, figure out what her background is, you know, make sure she didn't like just
Do a
finally decide
full-on
I'm going to be
fucking
religious now, because I do think that
investigation,
even girls that become religious or girls that like say they changed, they're
Okay, this is too much. This is why you don't like. This is why people don't like you. You know, like this is like for people who actually watch this and take this seriously. If you, I don't even know if he takes his own advice seriously. He can't, right? Because it's bullshit. Like, if you actually take his advice seriously, no woman will ever want to speak to you ever. Like, no.
there's always that
That's
problem
crazy.
because I think once a girl becomes a whore, there's really no saving her, and it's going to be very difficult, and you're going to deal with the brunt of it because at some point she might regress or, you know, go back to doing what she was doing. And I think like women that are whores or used to be whores,
crazy.
they're almost never good people. They end up like doing a bunch of bullshit that can.
What do you mean by whores? Like,
Yeah. Do
What-
you just mean a
what
woman who has a
constitutes-
lot of sex? Do you mean a woman who has sex out of wedlock? Like there are.
it's very not specific.
It's very non-specific. You can't just say that all women are whores and then have not defined that as part of your argument, I feel.
I'm sure that you actually, I don't know if he has sex or not. I really don't.
It sounds like if he is, he must not be having a very good time with it because clearly he's disappointed in
Yeah,
something.
he's like pushes up glasses. I see that your body count is 8. Want to tell me about that? Let's do a DNA scan to see if their semen is still like that's weird, dude. That's
weird.
crazy work.
People acting surprised that people.
You know
would
what?
be
You know what her body
attracted
count being
to
8
guys like
means?
this in the dating
You know what her
pool.
body count being 8 means? It means that she has experience, brother, and she's gonna treat you well. That's what that means.
Your life up. And I think for men, given the fact that like marriage like negatively affects us more if it were to break up, I think guys have more skin in the game, so they should be cautious. So like, you know, religious institutions can be fantastic, but they could also be very scary if you don't know what you're doing. So that's why I always tell guys like, dude, date her for 6 months to a year, figure out who her ex-boyfriends are, what she used to do before this, and you know, and this goes for any girl, not just religious girls, but any
This is
girl you meet,
fucking
like
creep shit,
better,
brother.
because like chicks nowadays, dude, like could live double lives and be whores, and it's like that will you up. Like even if she was like in a sorority in college and was like a slut, fucking a bunch of basketball
Damn,
players,
bitch, you
dude,
live like this?
that's a L. Don't do it.
That does
This is so
seem
specific.
counterintuitive with
He's
your.
so specific. Why is he so specific? This this has to be a real life thing that he experienced. Like he was dating a sorority girl, and then he found out that before she dated him, she had been I don't know, that she had kissed every single guy on the basketball team or something. Like this is so hella specific. Why is he so specific? This has to be a real thing that happened.
People actually worry about this stuff. That's crazy.
Why? Why would you want to worry about that? Why would you feel like you need to worry about that?
They just have spicy brains.
No, I worry about things. I don't worry about these kinds of things. That's so draining. I worry about if I have the spices I need to cook dinner. Why are you worried so much about whether or not your girl has a body count? Like, chill, touch grass.
These far right YouTubers are pretty weird. I would agree with that statement. I think they're pretty weird. I think that's underselling it a bit, but I think that fits barely.
With your get a 50.
I'd say creepy. Would be closer.
Fair critique.
Player bounce.
If I can explain
What
that.
is it, body
Fair
count?
critique. Fair,
Can
totally
we talk
fair
down to
critique.
25?
Yeah, so
That's a lot.
So this
How do you
let me
come to
Can we
that
get,
number?
like,
That's
a
my
woman in
question.
here?
sure. So that's a very fair
Just
critique.
count after him.
Just to like hear the other side of this, you know? You are talking about them when none of them are here to defend themselves. Like, even if one were to agree with you, that would still make me feel better, at least that you have some representation there. But no, like, it's a sausage fest in here. I wonder why. I wonder why we wouldn't have a woman wanting to sit and talk with you, fine gentlemen.
We're talking about how dumb these
It
people
escapes
are.
me. What are you talking about?
We're talking about how dumb these people are.
How bitchless they are.
The reason why I say 50,
I
right?
Or at
is
least
'cause,
bitchless
like,
that they sound.
After 50 girls, what I want is for you to like no longer allow women and their sexuality to like dictate how you behave. I'm just saying, like, for the general guy who might not be strong with God or whatever, I know with 50, most guys are gonna have some ability to understand women to a degree where I just don't want it where the girl is holding, because this is what girls do. They use sex as leverage for compliance. So like, okay, you do this and then I give you nookie. It can't be that way, because once you're in that like realm with a female where she's like withholding sex for you for compliance.
That's a skill issue, brother. Like, find a better woman.
I don't
then.
have the energy to do all that.
Find a better woman that like
yeah, I don't have the
not
most
everything's
of us don't
an
have the energy to
exchange.
do all that.
Sometimes we're in the mood, sometimes we're not. It's fine.
I don't have the energy to machinate to make that happen. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy for that.
How do you live like this? Like there's
Why
no way.
you are so paranoid and anxious, and that's coming from me, one of the most anxious people ever. Probably not ever, but in my life, one of the most anxious people is me.
My pronouns are Jeffrey Epstein. That's pretty cool.
Is it?
You lost the frame. So I want guys to never be victim to that and be victim to like what I call traditional girl game. After 50 partners, you should have some semblance of female game, and then they can't do that and hold sex over you. Everybody's
it's a sin
different.
to withhold sex from your married partner.
See, but here's the problem. A lot of girls are secular. That's assuming the girl's God-fearing and religious. Most of the girls are sluts.
But they're secular because they're like you.
It's a sin to withhold sex from your married lover. That's so. Wait, you're cool with that? Like, she doesn't want to have sex with you, but because it's a sin, she will anyway. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. There's a word for that.
That sounds like a threat, brother. Like, if she doesn't do it, she's going to hell. I guess she has no choice then, right? That's crazy. That's crazy word.
Like, I just can't I just cannot imagine using so much of my time and energy to be this paranoid and this anxious and this worried about shit that does not matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if she had sex with other guys before you. She's with you now. Make it awesome.
Myron is clearly an angry bisexual who feels jaded because women sees through his bullcrap. I don't know about all that. I don't know if I get bisexual.
I don't know if I can claim that.
No, I don't know.
I don't know if I can. I don't know.
It could go either way
that.
for me, but I just don't feel like making a judgment call. I feel like it's irrelevant here.
You have to lead them to that. Like
Closeted
even
or
Eve
not.
herself, we always think that she gave the apple or whatever. It was Adam's job to teach her the law because she didn't exist when God laid down the law.
The only thing with
it's his
religion,
job.
right? And this is what also scares me about religion. You look at like someone like a Steven Crowder, right? His girl was religious.
What
she was a
religion?
devout Christian.
What kind of Christian?
I don't know exactly.
It does matter.
I don't know what
that is the only correct thing that they've said this whole time. Yes, it does matter. The denomination of Christian does matter in this case, but that's the only correct thing they've said this entire time.
Yeah,
Crowder is whatever. I don't know what him and his wife were, but I'm just.
But they just don't have doctrine. Like in the Catholic Church, it's like it's taught to you pre-marriage. It's God, man, woman, children. And that's the hierarchy. And
I
to
think that's with
disobey
all
that
the
is
different.
disorder.
I think that's with all the sects of Christianity. It goes that way.
Definitely, I mean, because you have female pastors. If you have a female pastor,
outside of the craziness ones, I'm talking
there
about
has to be the rules. There has to be the doctrine, and basically within
Orthodox,
that institution, there exists.
Obviously Catholicism. I don't know exactly what he is, but I'm using him as an example because, obviously he's a big right wing conservative Christian. Creator. His wife was Christian as well, and she went from being super devout to using doctored ring cam footage to try to destroy his life. I'm not saying that a woman isn't gonna be religious and follow her man. What I'm saying is that she's incentivized to not do it because we live in a state where we live in a country now where women are incentivized to break their vows, take you for all your money, destroy your name in the process. So I'm not saying every girl will, but I'm saying that they can. So I just want guys to kind of go in with their.
What do you mean incentivized to do that? It's crazy how much you don't trust women.
By fictional media that is a fiction that is not necessarily representative of how the real world works at all, how things would go. My brother in Christ.
I wouldn't necessarily disagree on principle. I just would like to see evidence. I don't know if he has any for that.
I swear to God. The thing that gets me is they really think that we spend all our time, by we I mean women, even though I'm not a woman, but I'm still feminine and I have the whatever. That's a whole conversation. But the point is they really think that women sit around and just rub our little hands together how shall I exploit the men today? how shall I bring them under my spell? How shall I bring them under my control so that they will forever do what I wish? Like, they really think we're just over our little cauldrons all day doing all this shit. No, I am out working. I am out educating the youth. I am tired when I am done with that. I barely have the energy some days to do more when I get home than go and lay down for at least an hour and a half so that I can decompress from having to very closely socially interact with people for 7 straight hours. Okay? That is a lot.
You're a strong, independent woman.
Yes. But just like I don't have time to do all this plotting that these boys think I'm doing. And I do use boys very intentionally. But I don't got time for all this. They think I'm out here plotting and planning all day long. No, I'm coming home from work
Fellas,
for a cup of tea and to read my book.
fellas, is it gay to trust your wife with everything? Like, is it gay to like fall in love to the extent that you would put everything in her hands and just let her take the wheel if need be?
Jesus Christ. Henry.
I feel like that's pretty not gay.
You
But
are
that's
a
just me.
problem.
Eyes open, because a lot of women aren't God-fearing and aren't religious. Now, if you can find one, fantastic. That's the ideal situation. But the reality is, like, most women are not religious. And then the other thing I was going to say, as far as, because you gave the very fair critique of 50,
But
like,
you
isn't that
also said that
counterproductive if you don't want to
religious
get with
women
sluts
are,
or
like,
whatever?
sluts and
I want the
whores.
men to have the leverage.
So, do you want a religious woman or not? Because you said like
The reality
a
is, like,
minute
most women are not
ago.
religious. And then the other thing I was going to say, as far as, because you
Because we just said a minute ago, like, oh yeah, but even women who say they're religious are like sluts and whores.
I mean, any dig that he can get in at any group of women at any given point.
We
even if
gotta
he's-
pick a
even-
lane.
Even if he's contradicting himself, it doesn't matter.
gave the very fair critique of 50, like, isn't that counterproductive if you don't want to get with sluts or whatever? I want the men to have the leverage, because the reality is these girls are always going to be sluts. They're always going to be whores. They're incentivized to do so. It's profitable to do so, and it benefits to do so.
People
Do so.
take this
It's
serious.
We're not going
profitable?
backwards. The
Wait,
Jews have taken
what?
over with feminism.
I think he's
Wait,
referring.
It's profitable? I didn't know that.
I think he's referring to like OnlyFans, maybe.
Yeah, or women who like pole dance at clubs and things.
Dog,
like that.
if it's profitable, that is literally men's fault
is
for
actually
wanting it.
she doesn't need
There's
more
demand
pets. She's a
for it.
goblin.
That means that the problem starts with the consumer. Okay?
If there were
If
not
they
a market
didn't want-
for it,
right,
we
if they-
would not do it.
If they didn't want it, it wouldn't be there. Okay? Somebody wanted it at some point. Therefore, it's there. So I feel like that starts with men, personally. Not that women don't have like subscriptions to some OnlyFans. I'm sure, I am 1000% sure they're out there.
They exist.
Right. But for the most part, it's men simping over women and then complaining that the beautiful ass on the screen made them spend all their money. Oh, sorry, man. You shouldn't have paid for the gold service. I don't know. Do better next. I mean, just sorry.
Choose differently.
Yeah.
The paths will remain open to you always.
And sex
Just
addiction
choose differently.
sex addiction is a real thing.
It is.
But it is not the fault of the people producing sexual material.
No, you are in charge of yourself.
Yeah.
Please, for the love of God, take some accountability.
It's a Jewish construct, egalitarianism.
Somebody
Women have
pet
no
that
reason
cat?
to regress
No.
and go back to in the kitchen. So what's going to happen is you just need to know how women are, and the only way you're going to figure out what women are and the new normal is like you got to get out there, get experience, and then once you understand and get it out your system, now you can go ahead and be like, you know what? I'm ready to find a girl, and I know what I need, what I want from her, and most importantly, I could direct her, and she has no power over me because I've gone.
I feel so bad about just saying no to that, by the way. I wanted to leave it hanging, but I felt bad about it because I'm like, I'm not mean to my cat, I promise.
We love her. She's
Yeah.
just a goblin,
Yeah.
and she will come. She will be back. She will return.
I'm shocked pets don't have only fangs.
Oh, fuck. Balthazar228, thank you very much for the $2. I hope it was worth
Pussy
it.
before, because so many guys get pussy one time. Oh my God! Now I got my dick sucked. I gotta get back on the plantation. And so many guys are simps and don't understand. It's like
What?
they're one blowjob away
What
from
does
being
that
simps again.
mean?
So
Hold on,
I just
what did he say? I missed it. I was too focused on the bad joke.
need what I want from her, and I most importantly, I could direct her, and she has no power over me because I've gotten pussy before. Because so many guys get pussy one time. Oh my God! Now I got my dick sucked. I gotta get back on the plantation. And so many guys are simps and don't understand. It's like
What does that
they're one blowjob
mean?
away from being simps again. So I just want guys to have this ironclad frame where sexual access or a woman's influence is not going to influence them to destroy
hold
their life.
on. Is he comparing a man who has just had some sort of sexual gratification from a woman and who is excited about that to a slave on a plantation? No, you did not. That's, my brother, that's a step too far. That's, wow. Okay. Also, this is a common talking point with people like this.
Did you just call a black man my brother?
No. Did I say? I don't mean. I'm sorry.
I know you didn't mean it that way. I'm just.
And also, here's another thing. Here's another thing, my dude. So you're allowed to, and I know that this is a common thing. Like, this argument has been around in people like this for forever. So this is not this is not the first time someone is saying what I'm about to say. But you're allowed to go out and 50 women. Any 50 women that you want, I suppose. You're allowed to go out and 50 women. And then you get to decide, oh, now I'm ready to settle down. And I don't want a woman who's a slut and a whore, which in this case, I'm guessing that you mean a woman who's had a lot of previous sexual partners, but you have had 50 previous sexual I hate this. Okay. Like, again,
This is the one you chose.
I'm not saying anything new. That's been said before. This argument against this stupid ass bullshit has been made before. Like, my counterpoint that I just said has been made before.
This is the one you chose.
I know this, but I'm still like I was gonna feel like this either way. Let's be real. I would have felt like this either way. I'm just like, dear sweet God.
For what it's worth, I don't think it's going to change much. We can stop early if you want.
No, I'll make it.
Okay.
I'm just like, goddamn.
Okay.
So that's why I say to do these things, because these girls are gonna be sluts anyway.
I don't think we need to like argue or see eye to eye. I would just say
Yeah, we can have different views on this. That's fine.
The idea of getting it out of your system, I think that a lot of guys take that
Look
and
at
they
this
get it
fucking
into their
goblin.
system.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Listen, I don't really comment on people's looks usually. Look at this goblin. He looks. How can this man possibly think that he has valid opinions about women looking the way that he does? I'm sorry. It just doesn't scream like
I saw something.
I am an expert.
I saw something
on
the other
dating.
day. I saw something the other day that was like, now that we as a society have evolved to the point where a woman does not have to rely on a man for money and shelter and food, women have their own ways of becoming independent and earning money and getting those things for themselves. So now that we've had the opportunity where we can be selective and it's not about ensuring survival, men are now having a harder time living up to standards of like emotional maturity that women have for them and things of that nature. And this is an example of that, because you are correct in what you're saying. Like, that looking like the colors of it are fine. It all matches, but you don't look like you've put any effort into yourself, or you don't care to, or that you don't feel good enough about yourself to. And I'm sorry, I don't need that kind of drag in my life. I'm trying to feel better about myself. I don't need you around me looking like you don't feel good about yourself and expecting me to do the emotional labor of making you feel good about yourself. I don't have the time or the energy for that. I'll make you feel good about yourself. You're different.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome. But it's just like, come on. You've got to give some care to yourself first if you're going to expect other people to care about you, and you don't look like you care enough about yourself. You don't.
Okay, let's try to wrap this up.
Get it into their system.
Yeah.
They
That could happen. That's a negative. That could happen.
That
if you
pause save
can
is
get
gold. That's
there
thumbnail.
through willpower and just awareness and hearing
Dubsy, send me that screenshot, please.
you know,
Thank you.
elder males speak about it, it's better to arrive at your end destination without accumulating 50 body count. When you have sex with somebody, you are, creating a tie with this person for you'll remember it probably for the rest of your life, and so will she. And it does do something to you. You get a patina on you in a negative way. It's kind of a nasty thing when you have As a man acquiring a high body count, it does give you a patina that's not good.
If you sleep with
What
a lot
is
of
a
women, you're just going to
patina?
become sort
I
of a
have no
connoisseur
idea.
of body parts.
But
Like,
it's funnier that
that's
I
what
don't know.
prefer. I
What is
want
that?
these type of
I'll look
feet
it
with
up
this
after.
type of nipple, and it's like that's going to lead you to find and wife
I want these types
the
of feet.
wrong. You're going to find the wrong thing unless you go against your entire growth of sort of.
My man was like, I'm a foot guy, by the way. Like, he snuck that one in there thinking that he was slick.
You're going to find the wrong thing unless you go against your entire. And it's like
He was
that's
like,
going to.
maybe if I
Patina
slip
that's
nipple
not-
in
not
after
good.
it,
If you
no
sleep
one
with a lot
will
of women, you're
notice.
just going to become sort of a connoisseur of body parts. Like that's what I prefer. I want these type of feet with this type of.
He said feet first. Feet first, okay? He said
No,
feet
that's what
before
I'm
nipples.
saying.
And by the way, like, nipples, I'm sorry, you didn't say tits, dude. You did not say nipples? Oh, no, you were clearly just covering up the foot thing. No. You didn't put your dick into that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You should have said tits. Be better at this. It's fine that you're a foot guy, by the way. Don't be ashamed
like,
of it.
Can you just say it with your full chest?
Yeah.
Nipple and it's like that's going to lead you to find and wife the wrong. You're going to find
Find
the
and
wrong
wife?
thing
Find
unless
and
you go
wife?
against your entire growth.
Are you still
of,
stumbling over the
sort
foot
of like
thing?
finding the perfect
Find
like
in wife.
tweaked out. Like
You
customized.
have to find
bra.
some way of
That made the
not
video
being
He's a lady
simp.
killer.
fantastic.
He's
That's
a lady
like
killer, by the way.
number one.
And
And
that
then
is like,
This is a high quality man with a high body count.
That I know. Find in wife.
Find and wife.
That made the video fantastic.
of not
Find
being a
in
simp.
wife.
That's like number one.
Well,
and that is
Life.
precisely why I said to have these things in place, because that's unfortunately
By
for
simply
men,
not caring
guys
about
are
yourself
simps
or
because they
anything.
don't have sexual access.
Japanese people, they don't have sexual access and they're total simps. Wait, that's proving your point.
Yeah. I was like, wait, hold on. I was like,
It only works in Japan. What you're saying?
It does damage to you as a
God.
man.
Yes, it can.
No, it does.
I don't think it.
I'm sorry, if anybody is taking advice from this guy about how to be a man, I don't know what happened to bring you to this point, but please
But please stop.
find Jesus or something. I'm
Actually, though, Jesus is a very healthy depiction of masculinity.
at least
That
as
would be a really
compared
that
to
would actually
this.
be a really great paper to write. That would be a great analysis.
Nipples. Maybe the bi thing wasn't so off the mark. No, it's no. He just like that's maybe I don't know. Like he dresses he could be. I guess it just doesn't scream bi. That's all. Like I don't know. Maybe how about what's the way he's sitting like?
How is I can't see his legs.
He hit his legs on purpose because he's bi sitting.
Yes, exactly. That's it.
I don't know.
Looks like-
It could be either way.
I
It's a coin toss. Leave in the comments below. See, this is the call to action.
Oh
You
my
leave in the
God.
comments below whether you think he's bi sitting or not. Leave your guess.
Japan. What you're saying?
It does damage to you as a man.
Yes, it can.
I could go
no,
either
it
way.
does.
I don't
either
think
way
it,
he sucks,
because it does.
but,
I
you know.
agree with you. It does, but I don't think it has the same pervasive damage at a
Clock that
certain number. So, like for
motherfucker.
example,
I would
like,
say the price can be worth it. Like if that's the price you need to pay to not be a simp, then I think that it's probably better to
hard
go
to know all
that route.
about.
Yeah.
But I am saying that you
Not
have to
being
realize
a
there's
simp.
negatives to it.
Not caring about
course,
fucking
ideally,
anything.
I want everybody, like I'd love for
Yeah,
guys to
God
be like
forbid
Nick.
God forbid a
As you
man
guys
cares
know, Nick
about
is very red pilled
something.
on women. He
And
understands.
God forbid that something be his wife or his girlfriend.
My wife.
That route.
Yeah.
But I am saying that
Or
you have to
his
realize there's
partner.
negatives to it.
Of course, ideally, I want everybody, like I'd love for guys to be like Nick. As you guys know, Nick is very red pilled on women. He understands this stuff as a virgin guy.
My dog has nipples. That's what I'm saying. Like, the nipples is such a weird word to use. Like, I would never use, oh, babe, your nipples. You're a tasty nipple. Like, that's weird and gross. Like, I don't know. Not in that context, in my opinion. Everyone's different.
That would be ideal.
I mean, I think it's fine. I use nipples when I write fan fiction. I think. Yeah, I do. So
I guess it can work.
it can
Like,
work,
I
but
would
everybody has a
usually-
personal preference as well. But it
Yeah.
is weird that, again, we started at feet and then followed it up with nipples. Okay?
Yeah, like tits, brother. Tits.
The problem
Like
is
if
that
we were
most-
really trying to
Melons.
like
Big
move
jiggly
past the foot
bazongadoos.
thing, it would have been like make the next one like super normal, like
Wogang
tits.
hungala hoogs.
Like, oh my god.
Dohung hunga bonga bonga longa jonga dos. Whatever he said.
Be ideal.
know that I
But the
just
problem is that
said
most
wrong.
guys got to get their hand burned on the stove to figure it out and learn like, oh, this is probably
Sure.
not good. Versus for women, like you know, anything, the women start to really get affected by it past, I think, when marriage rates like past 5.
The simp mindset is extremely, it's a nefarious thing. And that's why I think it goes beyond the, you know, physicality, because
you
I've
think
got
most
to.
women
This is
have,
like the
5
that's like the
marriages?
this is like the most Redditor thing I've ever seen and heard. Like, look at his drip, right?
The simp
He's got like he's like exuding smug aura. Like, look, what was the suit jacket over the t-shirt, brother? That's crazy.
mindset is extremely, it's
No,
a
it's a
nefarious
collared
thing.
shirt.
And that's why I
Is it
think
a
it goes.
collared shirt?
Yeah.
Why does? Oh, I thought it was a t-shirt.
It looks like it might, it could be made of t-shirt stuff, but I can tell it has a collar.
It looks
Goes
like a t-shirt.
beyond the, you know, physicality, because I've got friends who are married and they still watch pornography.
It's Redditor drip either
In
way.
while
Okay, oh wait,
married.
I see.
So
Okay,
it's
it
like
is
it's
dress
a
shirt.
weird.
It's just like its
and
material.
they're the
looks
kinds
like
of
a
guys who have that
t-shirt.
mindset where it's like, well, I have to be sweet, I have to be nice, you know, I have to. It's about communication. It's like, is it?
Because they're indebted, because they've
Yes,
wronged their
it
wife, so
is.
they feel they.
That's the entire thing. The entire thing is communication. That's the whole thing. Oh
Yeah.
my god. This
Just like be normal.
maintaining this mindset must be exhausting. It has to be so tiring.
Just be normal.
Like I
Just
can't.
be. Find your zen. Be you, and then like find somebody that can also be themselves with you, and then you can be we.
We
you
do
know?
that.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Don't think about it too hard.
Owe them something, so
That's
this.
crazy.
It's just a weird dichotomy there, because at the same time, it's like, don't you feel wrong for going on the internet and, you know?
You got to find a way to
Why does he look like
find
a
your
troll
balls and be a
Find your balls.
be strong. And it's not strong in the sense of like
I
beating
don't have
somebody
that
up
problem
or
personally.
dominating a helpless creature
having
or something.
trouble
It's just
finding your
it's
balls,
strong
you
in the
probably
sense
should
of
talk to your
a
doctor.
ship at sea. The nature of life is femininity. It's chaos. It's things that are out of your control, constantly just perpetually shifting and threatening to overtake your ship, your life. You as a man, you're a ship that's at sea,
Brother
going
thinks
from
he's
one
spitting.
point to another, and that's what is meant by strength. Typically, when I use it in the positive sense, is like just being able to weather a storm. That's what holding frame is. Holding frame.
That's
If-
pretty deep.
If you truly view interacting with women and women's existence in general as a representation of like the dangers and cataclysmic wrath of nature, okay? Maybe, here's a thought, maybe you should try to be respectful.
Why does his house look like a warehouse? It does look like they put a studio like
It is really
in the main room
it's so
that you walk
unfinished.
into
Why is it so unfinished?
of the house. Like this is not what you should be greeted with when you walk through the front door, and that looks like the front door of a house.
It looks
and
like an
then
unfinished house.
Well, it looks like a very large living room that is like not carpeted.
Then why is there one of those like department store staircases in the back there?
It's ominous, no? Like
It's
it gives ominous
so
vibes.
weird. But yeah, like maybe if you view femininity and women and like their existence as something that is like full of wrath and rage that could
It is.
could lash out at you at any moment, maybe you should just be respectful.
I live in a constant state of fear and misery. That's what it means to be married. That's the old
Like,
ball and chain.
Come on.
You know? Women,
Maybe
am I
you should
right,
just be
fellas? Dubsy,
respectful
put in
of
a laugh
people.
track. Women, am I right, fellas?
Looks like the house from Salem's Lot. Damn, femininity is based then. I know, right? It's awesome. Why do you think so many sailors like fell in love with the sea? They were like, she's like the sea. She's beautiful. She is my one true love. She is also the thing that will kill me. Like, sailors had it right. I don't know how respectful they always were of like IRL women, but like, you know?
Listen, I'm
That-
not saying they treated like actual
Right.
women with any respect, but you know, they did love
But they
the
had
sea.
they had like a tiny pinch of it. They just applied it to a metaphysical thing rather than to the actual thing,
Uh-huh.
which they should have done.
Sounds like apologia to me.
You don't flinch
No.
when when you're presented with a challenge. You just continue to act the same way that you were acting before you were presented with a challenge. It's vital that you find a way to do that. Some guys get there through promiscuity
just looks like a
through
parody
just
of
raw
himself.
experience.
I can't
It's
get
also
over it.
important to know that type of experience is going to weather you. It's not free experience. It's experience that you're gonna pay for, and you might not like the price that you pay.
You will have some scars for sure.
Yeah.
You mean you're gonna live your life?
That's
What?
crazy. Oh,
You
yeah,
mean
I've
you're
been-
going to live life? He's out here like, oh, life has consequences. How sad for me. Brother, stop. Get over yourself.
Anyway.
Like, I don't want to be all nihilistic here and say, like, all life is just nothing but suffering. Like, that's not the point. The point is, you're gonna have some times in life where you feel like shit.
Are you telling me you didn't learn anything from those fun
No.
gentlemen? That's crazy. I think they were quite informative. But,
If you think that, I shouldn't play Hades at all.
Any
It's gonna suck sometimes. And yeah, it sucks when it sucks. It really does. Because the sucking feels like it will never end. Although that might just be a reflection of my own life circumstances and how I feel about the state of the world right now. But it does end. It's just really hard to get through the parts that suck.
Yeah.
But you get through them. You learn how to do that. Jesus.
Any final thoughts on the video?
You're all so stupid. They're all so dumb. You guys are all stupid. Every last one of you that was there is stupid. And I'm sure how old is that video? How long ago was it posted?
A month ago.
I'm sure none of you have girlfriends. I'm sure none of you still have girlfriends. And if you do, they are unhappy. I promise you that.
In one way or another, they have to be, in my opinion. Okay, thank you for joining me on this experience, dear. Happy
You're welcome.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Good night, everybody. Hi, thanks so much for watching and making it to the end of the video. I just wanted to let you all know that I love and appreciate everybody in my community, whether you can support me financially or just by liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. It helps way more than you know. That being said, I do want to give a very special thanks to my tier 4 subs, which would be Space Timid and Hot Take Andy. And thanks so much to my monetary subscribers from any of the tiered subs or anybody who gives me money in any form, including going to my Patreon shop, donating money to me directly. It all helps way more than you know. If you do decide to help me financially, you can get some really cool perks like early access to content, exclusive access to censored videos, also some really cool badges next to your name. Even if you can't afford a monetary subscription, just watching, sharing, and commenting on my content helps way more than you know. Thanks again, and I will see you all in the next video.